Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sam Livecast. I'm Bronchitis Sam today. Can you hear my voice? I have bronchitis. But we're going to persevere. But we have something interesting for you today. I'm the only one here. And when I say I'm the only one here, I mean, well, there's dogs. There's a couple behind me. Can you see them? Hold on. There's Haley and Lucky. And then Louie is someplace in here. He might be in the other room, the little chihuahua. But it's just us. There are no other humans here. Max is not here on camera anywhere. Lynn is not here behind the controls. It's just me in here. And it's something of an experiment. Here's the deal. We were away. Max and I, with family, were away in Mexico. And somehow I got bronchitis and came back. And you know, there's been reruns lately, and I apologize for that. Sorry, longer than we wanted. And we'd hoped to have a new one on Monday, and we didn't. So we promised today, and here we are. But then I went and got freaking bronchitis and woke up this morning and said, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I called off the boys, and Max comes down from L.A., and Lynn comes from work, and whatever it is, I said it's not going to happen. And then I started feeling better and said, well, maybe I can pull something off by myself. So it's going to be interesting when we come to the cooking part, because I am cooking something today. But for now, I just thought we'd chat a little bit and, you know, get to know each other a little bit more, because we haven't done this for a while. Just this sitting and talking part. Excuse me while I drink, but my throat is kind of effed. I went and saw the doctor yesterday, and he said, it's very likely you left for Mexico with bronchitis brewing in your system, and it didn't manifest itself till we were on our way back. Till we were coming through customs, which was a complete clusterfuck. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I'm telling you right now, get the global entry pass. Just get it. I don't know how much it is. It's $200 or something, but you speed past everybody at all points of your travel. When you're waiting in line to go to your plane at the gate, you go to the little tiny line that's this big. No shoes, no computer out. You're golden. At least I think that's the way it is. When you come back, you just go to the head of the line for everything. I would have cut at least an hour out of my afternoon yesterday. Anyway, that's not what we're supposed to talk about. What do we got? I got some notes here of things to talk about. Let me say, first, I'm wearing a badass tee. One of the sponsors of the Sam Livecast, Badass Tees. We're supposed to figure out how to give some of these away, and we haven't quite done it yet. But badasstees.com are great people. And every time I wear one of these shirts, somebody comments on it. At least a bunch of times. So that would mean a bunch of people comment on it rather than some, you know what I mean. I'm on medication. I can't be held responsible for anything that I say. In fact, the Mama's Day event about a month and a bit ago, I had on, I think it was this one or the dim sum shirt. I can't remember. I'm all that in dim sum. And somebody, it's a big charity event, and a woman came up and said, I'll give you $200 for your t-shirt if you sign it and give it to me right now. Fortunately, I had another shirt there that I could change into, and I did. But it's a testimony to the shirt or to something. All right, so let's see. So I'm in the supermarket yesterday. Look, on Facebook a couple weeks ago, I put up a post saying, what are the things that bug you about the supermarket? And I listed a bunch of things. And my fifth or sixth item said people who leave things in inappropriate places, like on a shelf. Somebody buys peanut butter and then they decide later on they don't want it and they leave it in the refrigerator section. Not a big deal. What is a big deal is when you find refrigerated items just left on a shelf or something. So there I am in the supermarket yesterday, and what do I find? I find this. Sausages. Sausages sitting just right there in a cart, 2 packs of them left. What's going to happen with them? Clearly, the person who did that didn't give a shit. Excuse me. Didn't give a shit at all. They just left them there. And what did I do? I picked them up. They were still very cold, so they had just been left, I'm imagining. And I went and I put them away. But from when I picked them up to when I went and put them back in the case, less than 30 seconds. Why couldn't the person have done that? Isn't it time we start doing more of the right thing lately? I was standing waiting for my luggage at the airport in Mexico. No. Los Angeles yesterday. No. What's today? Whenever it was Sunday. Today's Tuesday. You're watching this Wednesday. So it's Sunday. I'm standing at the carousel waiting for my luggage at the airport in LAX. And there's a woman standing there, and she just takes, hold on. I don't have anything. She takes a piece of paper, wadded up in her hand, and just goes and throws it on the ground. She throws it on the ground. And I walk right up to her. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I say, excuse me, you dropped something. And she went, oh, okay. And she bent down, she picked it up. If it was unintentional, she would have gone, oh, God, I did. I'm so sorry. It wasn't that. It was, oh, okay. And she picked it up. She got busted. 3 minutes before that, I'd wandered around to find a garbage can to throw out a few pieces of paper in my pocket. Look, I'm not saying I'm the world's best guy, but little things like that, we have got to do, people. It's annoying to me. All right, wait, hold on. I'm trying to do a couple of things here that normally the boys would do, so I have to do it. I went with my son Jordan, my wife Kelly, and Jordan's girlfriend Moni to a place here in San Diego called Peace Pies. Peace Pies. Really has nothing to do with pies. The closest I can get to anything in the title having to do with anything is Peace, P-E-A-C-E, because it's an all 100% completely raw restaurant. What that means is nothing is cooked. There's no heat applied to anything. And you think, yes, it's a hippie kind of place. And I'd say maybe hippie kind of people probably go there. But Jordan's been wanting us to go for a while, and I was anxious to go. Finally, we went. Sorry, hold on. I got to get this. Told you this would be different, huh? So here are three of the things that we had. Okay, so look at that. That is a burger. So notice there's like a bread substance on top. That's what is that? Sunflower seeds, something else, like mashed and dehydrated, and they get crispy. And then it's a sun-dried tomato and walnut burger topped with pickles, homemade ketchup. It's the onion bread onion and sesame seed or some kind of bread made. I'm telling you, it was really good. And then those are like cheesy kale chips. Cheese spelt with a Z because it's not real cheese because that stuff is heated up, right? This is an Alfredo that I had with a cashew cream sauce. Tomatoes, kale flakes on there. The Alfredo is made from zucchini. It's zucchini linguine, which is crazy. And it was really good. Of course, it's cold, and so here's guacamole. Of course, nothing in the guacamole is cooked, but the chips are not chips because those are cooked. This is a roasted red pepper that they've mashed and then dehydrated and turned into chips. Here's the point. You got to branch out. There was a time in my life when I would have said, no, that kind of food is just for the Birkenstock wearing hippies. And I don't know that people even wear Birkenstocks anymore, but I'm telling you, you got to open up a little bit. I've since talked to people who said, I don't want anything to do with that. And why not? It's interesting. Oh, my phone's ringing. It's my mother-in-law. Oh, God. Hold on. Cookie? I love you, but I'm right in the middle of shooting something. Can I call you back? Oh, thank you. I love you. I'll call you back. Bye, baby. It's my mother-in-law calling to wish me a speedy recovery from my bronchitis. Anyway, look, a similar food affliction that I had was cilantro, and I know a lot of maybe I shouldn't have done this. A lot of people don't like cilantro. I'm just telling you, maybe it's time to open up your mind a little bit. Try some new things. Don't be the white bread, peanut butter guy every day at lunch for the rest of your life, because what's going to happen is one day somebody's going to slip a little honey into that and put it on whole wheat, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is delicious. How have I not had this my whole life? Don't miss out on things, ladies and gentlemen, because that will make you sorry. When your last day comes, don't have any food regrets. I mean, that's all I'm really concerned with. Don't have other regrets in your life too, but when it comes to food, please. See this? In the garbage can, not on the floor. Look, there's little simple things that you can do in your food world to make things way better. Ready for a tip? Here's one of them. WeOlive. WeOlive.com will get you to a place where you can get only California certified extra virgin olive oils. You know, the whole olive oil world, especially the extra virgin stuff, it's very sketchy. You can be buying things that are mixes of all kinds of stuff. California certified extra virgin olive oil only at WeOlive. It's amazing. You can go online, WeOlive.com, check out other stuff. If you put Sam in at the little checkout box, you'll get 10% off your order. Or even better, go to a store, have them turn you on to what great olive oil tastes like. You'll be so glad you did it. WeOlive.com, tell them I sent you. Okay, well, that'd actually be meaningless, but put my name in the box and you get 10% off. It's all good. WeOlive.com, check them out. All right, let's see what else we got. So here's an email that I got from Brian, can't say it, Cobelli. So I don't want this to be taken as a complaint. So right away when you hear that, don't you think it's going to be a complaint? I don't want this to be taken as a complaint because I love your show no matter what format, talking about the live cast. But I've been watching about a year, and I was just wondering if there's any plans to bringing back the old, more radio talk show / cooking show 1 hour or so format that I grew to love. So he goes on. He goes, you guys, I just loved it when you, Max, and Lynn, and Kelly were discussing different things, banter back and forth. You could definitely pull off a 2-hour morning show that I think people would enjoy. Anyway, I'm not that fan that says your show now sucks and I'm never watching again. I still love the show. Just want to share my thoughts. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. It's an interesting point, Brian. You know, when we started the live cast, that's what we wanted it to be, sort of part talk show, part cooking show. And we started at about a half an hour. And then probably because I'm so damn wordy, it just got to where it was like an hour. But as we did our research and watched how people were viewing the show, people weren't hanging in for a whole hour. Seemed to us that people, what they wanted was the cooking part. Yes, there are exceptions. And there may be many exceptions. But it's hard to know. So then we started to shorten it back to a half an hour. And then we've gotten to the point where now some of them are like 10, 15 minutes, just straight cooking. We're playing with the format a little bit. We have some ideas about other changes, and I don't know that this could be one of them. Oh, God, I should have just turned my phone off. Now this is somebody from Orange County that I don't know, so I'm not going to even answer. So I don't know what the answer is. You know, I liked the idea when the live cast was first started that it was live and people could communicate with us via, you know, email or Facebook, that kind of stuff, while we were talking. That proved too difficult for us to pull off, and the reality is that people weren't watching live. I mean, some were, but most of the people were watching after the fact. So we were going through, you know, an extra amount of work on our side to pull off things that we didn't think people were benefiting from on the outside. If they weren't watching live, did it matter if we did it live? You know, I have a radio talk show called Eat This Sunday mornings here in San Diego on 760 KFMB. If you're not in San Diego, you can go to the website cookingguy.com and find out how to listen to it on iHeartRadio, anywhere you are on a smartphone. That being said, I wanted to have it so that people would call in. I want to talk to people about food. Just before I sat down to record this, I took a bite of some bacon egg salad that I made last night, for my son Zach. And it was fantastic. And I like the idea that people would call in and go, hey, I'm tired of making the same egg salad. What could I do? Blah, blah, blah. We could talk about food, like a real back and forth about, hey, I've got too many extra potatoes. What could I do with that kind of thing? Or my mother-in-law's coming and she's picky. What can I make? And I would say, don't have her come. Or, it's a joke. I don't know. But whatever. And, we tried that on the radio show for a while, and it just didn't work. People weren't calling in. And I don't know if it was the time, Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock, if people don't like me, if it's that kind of format that didn't work, if it took a long time to get popular enough where there would be constant callers. But I like that back and forth. And maybe there's a way to try and figure that out. And yes, I'd like to do a 2-hour morning talk show. Because if you ask my wife what I do for a living, she says, I just talk. That's what I do. Anyway. So thank you, Brian. I don't see you as I don't see this as a complaint whatsoever. I just see it as you thinking and asking for something that you want, and maybe we'll be able to figure out a way to bring that back to you at some point. Tony Dunn writes, "Love the lobster taco episode just aired. Rerun. What oil did you squirt into the wok to cook with? Is that your go-to oil?" I think it's my second cookbook, Awesome Recipes and Kitchen Shortcuts, that I say at the beginning. Hold on, let me get it. If I can find it. No. Hold on. I could have planned this out. Oh, here it is. Sorry. I know this looked stage. It wasn't stage. I just happened to have it open to the right page. There's points that I make, things you need to know about this book. Ground rules. Ground rules for using this book. Number 6. Okay, this one's really important. When a recipe says oil, unless I specify exactly what type of oil, I don't care what you use. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying that pretty much whatever you pick will work. That's assuming your selection is not a flavored one like garlic oil, sesame oil, thyme oil, etc. Everything else, vegetable, canola, peanut, regular olive oil will be fine. My goal is to get you more comfortable in the kitchen. That comes from you having the freedom to do what you want and not feel handcuffed. I realize this pretty much goes against every other cookbook written. I don't care. But notice when I said olive oil, I said regular olive oil. I didn't group extra virgin olive oil in that with the canola and the vegetable. Because A, it's more expensive, and B, it's got a lot more flavor, and you don't need to be using that for many things. Extra virgin olive oil really should be used for like finishing or for salad, some salad dressings that you want all that. This is a terrible idea. I apologize. Where you want all that extra olive oil flavor. Extra virgin olive oil comes from the first pressing of the olives, and there's way more flavor in it. So, there you go. There's your answer, Tony. Anything that you've got that will work for you. That's the answer. Don't be handcuffed. All right. I think that's it. Oh, a couple other pictures. Hold on. I got to see what they are. Wait. Yeah, so we were in Mexico for my nephew's wedding, and I saw 2 interesting things. Here's what I thought they were. One, we stopped on the way from the airport to the house that we rented. This was in a giant supermarket. It's a McDonald's, but it's only an ice cream McDonald's. All they served was ice cream that I thought was pretty cool. The party 2 nights before the wedding, there were these pork tacos being made. And it looks like, what's that stuff called? I can't think of the word. You know, the Middle Eastern thing, shawarma. It's like a shawarma kind of thing, right? They're cutting it off. And the picture doesn't show it well. But look up here. Oh, why can't I do this? Can I move this down a little bit? Oh, no. Shit. Look what I've done. I screwed up the whole thing. I don't know how to show it, but up at the top, on top of these layers of pork, is pineapple that they've jabbed on that skewer. And when they went and they made these tacos, they would slice off a little bit of that pineapple that added some sweetness to it. I will be putting pork in my, I will be putting pineapple in my pork tacos from now on. Wow, this is becoming really challenging, trying to figure out what buttons to push. Okay, so here's the plan. When I come back from, the last time I came back from Mexico, I made the chorizo and the avocado torta thing that was amazing. Go find it. I wish I had the picture of it right here, which I don't. Damn it. Can I find it quickly? Hold on. Nobody go away. I mean, where are you going to go? Right? Hold on. I'm just looking something up right here. Live cast. Chorizo. No, you guys, you got to see this thing because it's so damn beautiful. Uh-oh, nothing's working. Nothing's working. Here we go. Chorizo. Oh, my computer's slow. This isn't working. Anyway, the point is that what I wanted to make today, queso fundido. That's not it. Chorizo. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody wait. Everybody wait. Okay, here. Watch this. Check this out. I got to do this again. Okay, look at that thing. That's a good crusty boleta kind of Mexican roll, cooked chorizo with Monterey Jack cheese on top and guacamole on top of it. Look, really simple, but really, really delicious, and I think you should make that. And I instruct you to make that. I had something in the airport in Puerto Vallarta coming back that I thought, wow, this is really good. I want to make a version of this, so I'm going to. It was scrambled egg enchiladas. Right? Bizarre. I never heard of that before. Apparently, it's not that uncommon down there. And we're going to make a version today. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Sam Livecast. In fact, it should be called today Just Sam's Livecast because there's nobody else. Don't go away. Scrambled egg enchiladas when we come back. The days of expensive, time-consuming website creation people are over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? That's a Squarespace. That's where you need to go. Squarespace.com. They will make your websites not just beautiful, but in a ridiculously financially affordable way. Does that even make sense? Financially affordable? I think it does. Check them out. Squarespace.com. You don't believe me? They're doing my website. Wait till you see it. We blow your mind. Blow your mind. And this is cool. If you put my name Sam in the promo box at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. You got to like that. Okay. And here we go. Let's let the experiment begin. Don't forget, I'm the only one here. There's nobody. There's nobody behind that camera. There's no point in me even showing you. I mean, I have no way to show you, but there's nobody there. Here's our ingredients today. Oh, and before I forget, look, let us know. Go to the samlivecast.com. Let us know what you think of how long you like the episodes, how short. Do you want just cooking? Do you want talking? Did this little weird experiment thing that I did today fit into what makes sense for you? Do you like it? Should we mix it up? You guys tell us what you like, and we'll see if we can figure out how to make it happen so that we please as many of you as we can. It's not about us. It's about you guys. So, what are we going to call these? We're going to call these a green chili scrambled egg enchiladas, for lack of a better term. So here's the ingredients. The ingredients are green chilies. You could use fresh, of course. I don't have fresh. I like to keep the canned ones. That's just me. You don't have to do that. You know I'm a fan of green onions, but I'm making a Mexican dish. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm using these giant-ass Mexican spring onions. Look at them. They're just beautiful and unbelievable. We have tortillas, of course, because there's a enchilada component to the whole thing. I mean, a tortilla component. There's eggs. I said scrambled eggs. That's going to be there. I'm going to put a little layer of beans in there. I'm a fan of traditional, old-school refried beans. I love them. Yes, I like the black beans. They're a little bit healthier. They just have no fat. I checked today. Serving, half a cup serving of regular refried beans, the old school ones, have 120 calories. The black bean ones have 110 calories. You're saving 10 calories. There is no fat in the black bean ones. There's 2.5 grams of fat in these. I love these ones. Whipping cream to make a little sauce, a green salsa, and Monterey Jack cheese. And that's really it. You could add all kinds of other things. But so what I have to do first, let me just get a couple things going here. And then you can watch. I probably should have had this done. What do you think about this, Max? Hold on. Okay, so you can, Maxie, cut off a little bit before, and then you're just gonna go to the steps. Okay, start by doing this. Add butter to a non-stick pan over medium heat. Just like that. When the butter starts to bubble a little bit, add a half a cup of the diced Mexican spring onions, or regular green onions, whatever you like, and a quarter of a cup diced green chilies. So now just let everything start to warm and let the onions start to soften. When they're soft, stir in 4 beaten eggs, and add about a quarter of a cup shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Now we want to cook these until they're done, but not really dry, because they're still going to go into the oven. So don't go crazy here now. You don't need a lot of heat. Low heat is fine for this. Nice? Nice, creamy, delicious. Okay. Let's build them. Here's how we build these. We start by putting a little whipping cream in the bottom of a 8x8 Pyrex dish. We're making 4 enchiladas. I've heated up some of these refried beans. I'm just going to spread them in here. And then we'll put some of the egg. Nice. And face down. It's that simple. I think these things are going to be really good. Now, more cheese over the top. About 1/3 of a cup. A little bit more of the whipping cream. And that's it. They go into the oven. Okay, so this is a real challenge because of where the camera is and because it's only me. But they go into the oven. I mean, look, everything is cooked. So really, you're just melting cheese, letting the cream thicken a little bit, and for everything to warm up. It's going to be about 20, 25 minutes. And when they're done, we will take them out. I will show you, and we will eat, and everybody will be happy. I hope. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've got bronchitis. Bear with me. If you've watched this show for any amount of time, you know that Perch sponsors us. ThePerch.com on the internet. Kitchen, bath, outdoor, amazing. Look, it's this simple. You walk into one of their stores, you go, oh, I need a sink. You walk into one of their stores, you're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. You think I'm making this stuff up because you're a sponsor of the show. Oh no, I'm not making it up. It is the way it happens. You'll be blown away. Go to theperch.com, check them out on Facebook. You'll love them like we love them. It's an amazing store. Amazing store. And so here we are. The taste test that I would normally do in the kitchen, but I had to move the camera off the counter for those to get the French shot, and I couldn't get it going again. I'm not a techie. Trust me, I'm way better in front of the camera. You don't want me behind all the time. So today was clearly an experiment that probably won't be repeated. Unless, of course, you like it, in which case you should let us know. So here we are. The scrambled eggs with the diced green chilies inside, the frijoles on the tortilla rolled up, whipping cream, Monterey Jack cheese, a little sour cream, and green salsa over the top. I wish you were me right now. well, then I wouldn't be me. So maybe I wish you were here to be able to try this. Honestly, I can't. I know people think I say my food's always great. But when I like it, and I don't bullshit at all. This is fantastic. And has all the components of a Mexican breakfast that I like. Cheese, eggs, a little spice, and refried beans. I'm a happy camper right now. I want you to make these. And I want you to come back Friday for a new live cast. Should be fun next week, too. Next week might be different. Max and I are going to New York to go to Bed Bath & Beyond to do some stuff with them. So maybe we can do some cool stuff from there. Anyway, look, I always say it. We really appreciate you guys being here. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here, and that's for certain. So let us know what you like. Again, go to the samlivecast.com and email us from there and tell us what you want to see, and we will try to make it happen for you. All right, that's all I got. I got to go finish this. See you soon. Please make these. You're really going to like it. Recipes on the website, cookingguy.com, right there for you. All right, see you.